because last time we extended more than 1 hour, but it's not yes, it's quite bigger topic. It's quite difficult to finish it up. I'll try to do that. Okay, so let me see that. Okay, before going to your pancreas, I hope everybody read the duodenum. Okay, so in between any problem, you can your voice. I'm not able to see your waving over here and all these things. You can speak, no problem. Don't make in between disturbance, but you can ask the things which you require. Yeah. So anyhow, well, so here you see that the pancreas. Before starting the pancreas, you know already. Just a minute. Few more are waiting for admission. Yeah. Yeah, look now. I will show you the one picture. You can able to see that. Look at this picture now. It is developed from both foregut and midgut. Same way, here also the pancreas, it is derived from both foregut and the midgut, where at the junction of the foregut and the midgut, two pancreatic buds will develop. If you understand this, it will be easy for you. This is your foregut. This will be the your hindgut. Can anyone respond me? Can you able to see video of mine?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Fine. Okay, look now. That is the picture. Next picture, I will move on. Observe this picture. Two birds, green color birds you can able to see. Usually what happens, the gut, the initial stage when during the development, anterior aspect and posterior, like this one tube will be there. Later it will be folding will be takes place as well as the rotation of gut. During the development, they will teach you. Right now, remember this is a gut developing gut. This is a ventral aspect, is a dorsal aspect. Ventral aspect one bud will come and dorsal aspect one bud will come at the junction of the foregut and the midgut in junction there. So both the your bud will join after the rotation. Just look the next picture. Observe that two buds easily you can able to notice that one will be the your ventral and one more will be the your dorsal. Okay, this is the ventral and this will be the dorsal bud. Later rotation takes place. What happens? You see that both are come to close each other and slowly it will join them. Okay, once it will join, you are going to get it the picture like this. So this is the your complete after development of the pancreas. So the pancreas is developed from the your two buds over there, ventral and the dorsal, fused to form foregut and the midgut at that junction. Okay, so now you see that. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so now you see that next picture. You can see the in a one stretch, first picture, second picture, third picture, fourth picture, and the fifth one. Observe that there you can able to see the both the buds there and how it is developed, finally how it will be. Last time I tried to explain you this interior of the duodenum. This was the picture over there, minor duodenal papilla, minor duodenal papilla. Anyhow, later pictures again I will show you that. This is the orientation before starting the pancreas. With this I will start the pancreas. This is how the adult it looks like. This is the your second part of the duodenum, pancreas and the spleen, how it is placed over there. Anyhow, I will move on there. Now, pancreas refers to, pan means all, krias refers to flesh. That means entire pancreas, that means entire the gland is fleshy in nature. So that's why it's called pancreas, the meaning comes from. Then, what type of gland? Most probably you know that what type of gland at this point of time. So that is both exocrine as well as the endocrine gland. Exocrine part is a pancreatic juice will secrete through the duct. It will go to the second part of the duodenum. Whereas endocrine part, mainly insulin, glucagon, three hormones are there in that. So mainly insulin. So that will be your endocrine part of the gland. So it's a mixed gland, exocrine and the endocrine. Situation, location. Observe now. This is the exactly location. Last class we have spoken the duodenum. C-shaped concavity is there in the duodenum. There it lodges there, and see that it's horizontally placed there. Observe that, horizontally placed, approximately J, but not placed vertically. It is placed horizontally. Look at this one. I hope this model, are you able to notice this model, all of you? Can you reply, anyone? Yeah, can you see this model? Yeah, fine.
Yes,
Now you see that this is a J shaped actually, so which is horizontally placed there like this. Okay, so how it is placed horizontally, and here observe that here we got a duodenum where my hand is there right now. Okay, so this is how it is placed over there. The shape of the gland is that. So horizontally placed between, observe that this my hand is your duodenum, and one more hand, left hand, what I'm showing you here, it is a spleen. So it is there between the your duodenum and the spleen, and J-shaped things which is it's a shape of the gland already I said you. And retroperitoneal, what do you mean by retroperitoneal? Yes, last class we have spoken the peritoneum, it is there, organ is there, that means here your organ is there. So behind that, that means posterior aspect is not covered by a peritoneum. Okay, so peritoneum is here, behind the peritoneum you have got a organ, so that's why it's called retroperitoneal. Now vertebral extent, where to where it is extent. Look now, this picture Chaurasia diagram there, C-shaped over here. Last class duodenum extend from L1 to where? L1 to the your L3 vertebra. That is a duodenum. Now you see that within that you have got a pancreas. It must be, see that L1 to L2. L3 will not come. L3 will be here. So pancreas in the vertebral level, if you see that it's the L1 and L2. At that level, you are going to get the pancreas there. That is a level of this. Okay. Now move on to that. The next one after the parts of it. Before the parts, measurement. Okay, measurement, shape already told you, measurement. Look at this measurement. See, length, the length means from here to here we are going to get the 20 centimeter in length. Okay, the duodenum was 25 centimeter, this will be the 20 centimeter in long. Whereas width means like this, so that width will be approximately 2.5 centimeter to 3.8 centimeter. That will be the width. Whereas thickness, if you see, 1.5 centimeter to 1.8 centimeter. That is the thickness of that. That's a measurement. That's not much important. So that will be the introductory part. Okay. Now you see this picture on your screen as well as the model over here. Observe that you are able to notice the number of parts. Entire pancreas will be divides into the 4 parts over there. What are those 4 parts? Observe here. This enlarged portion is head. Then the narrow portion which is connecting here, this will be the your neck. Then we got a body and you got a tail. Okay, head, neck, body and the tail, 4 parts. Same thing on your screen you can able to notice. This is the head, neck and the body, and the small last one is the tail. Here also you see that the head of the pancreas, neck of the pancreas, body of the pancreas, tail of the pancreas. We have removed the stomach so that we are able to see that body of the pancreas. So entire pancreas divides into, these are the parts there. One will be the your head, neck, body and the tail, 4 parts there. Okay, go one by one, move on one by one. Look now, take the head now. Forget about the rest of the part. See that only head. This is the head. Can you able to see this now? Can you respond one? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Now you see that
yes, sir.
head of the pancreas is this. Okay. Only head, if you see, you are able to see the 2 surfaces. One is this is your anterior surface, and this will be the posterior surface. Okay. And you got a 3 border. See that? This is your superior border. This will be the right border, and this will be the inferior border. Superior, inferior, right border, and 2 surface, anterior surface and the posterior surface. Okay, very simple. The relation, keep the duodenum like this. You imagine and tell me, see that superior border related to the first part of the duodenum, whereas right border related to the second part of the duodenum, whereas the inferior border related to the third part of the duodenum. In this picture also on your screen, see that superiorly duodenum, the right border is a second part of duodenum, and the inferiorly third part of the duodenum. So three borders relation is that much. Now move on to the surface, anterior surface and the posterior surface. Very beginning I told you it's a retroperitoneal organ. Finished. Okay, that's a peritoneal relation. Only visceral I will speak. Look now, anterior surface. Okay, see the next picture I will show you. Yeah, look at this. Okay, anterior surface is this. Yeah, observe that previous class, the transverse colon. This is your transverse colon. Let me take the pen. Yeah, see that the transverse colon is there. Okay, it was running on the second part and the fourth part. Definitely when it is running, it will be travel along on the your head of the pancreas. So anteriorly related to the head of the your transverse colon. Plus in this aspect where my arrow is running right now, there coils of jejunum was there. Same coils of jejunum will be over here also. So that means anterior surface related to these are the two structures. One will be the coils of jejunum, and another one is a transverse colon. Okay, that will be anterior surface relation. Borders already I told you, which you have spoken just before, and you'll be having the and look this Chaurasia diagram. The only head they have kept over there. Forget about the small process where these vessels are running. That I will talk that later. That is the projection is this. Okay, I will talk that later. Okay, only this you speak that. See that transverse colon and coils of jejunum. Okay, that is your anterior relation. Okay, anterior relation. Move on to the posterior relation. Okay, posterior relation. Before seeing this diagram, okay, let me finish that anterior. Yeah, this is your anterior. Posterior. See, get the orientation, how it will be there. See, go from back to the front. Back on the posterior abdominal wall. Okay, posterior abdominal wall, you are going to get a two kidneys like this. Okay, of course two connections there, that is a renal vessels. Okay, when the renal vessels are coming from where you got a two big vessels there, that is a vena cava as well as the abdominal aorta. So that will be lies on the posterior abdominal wall. Okay, top of that we are going to get what the duodenum, pancreas and all those things. That is the orientation you should have. Now look this picture, the same the Chaurasya, the lower one. Okay, lower one. Look at here, where the abdominal aorta is the red color one. Okay, forget about that small portion. That is the portion what I talked. Head has got one small portion. That is called as uncinate process. That process is called uncinate process. I will talk that later, bit later. Leave this uncinate process. Up to here you see that. Before the abdominal aorta, whatever the things structures are there, the pancreas head lies on this structure. Look that you have got a vena cava, inferior vena cava. Okay, then you got a bile duct there, and you got a renal vessels, right renal vessels, and look this brown color there. There is a crust there. That crust is called the right crust of the diaphragm. I will show you in the next picture how the right crust is there. Okay, so these are all the structure. The head lies on all the structure. Vena cava, bile duct, and the right renal vessels, and the right crest of the diaphragm up to here. Okay, so this is the picture to show that. Even here also you can notice that. Okay, these are the relations. So that's what I told you. Posterior relations are this. Okay, move on to this. Yeah, look this picture now on your screen. What you are noticing? This is the picture. Yes, diaphragm you are seeing that, and this is your anterior aspect, rib cage, and your sternum here you can see, and this is your vertebra, posterior aspect. Okay, posterior aspect. What we have done there, yeah, what we have done there, yeah. So this is the anterior. This complete diaphragm was there like this. Okay, anterior is this, posterior is this. We have tilted this, and we are seeing from the below. So these are the diaphragm opening, and here you see that these two crusts, one is there here, muscular thing, and here also you can see that both are going to the vertebra, lumbar vertebra, first, second, third in the right side, and first and second in the left side, smaller one. So this is your crust of the diaphragm. So here the pancreas lodges, the head of the pancreas will be lodges over there. Okay, that will be the posterior relation. Please follow. It is I am going faster, I know. No option, 40 minutes only. Yeah. So this thing again to show that how exactly the your posterior surface relation. Okay. Move on to the one process which I have spoken. That is called uncinate process. Already I told you uncinate process. It's a process which is coming from the your head of the pancreas, lower part of the head. Look now, what happened? Two vessels are there. Imagine these are the two vessels. Okay, these are the two vessels. Actually, it will be running like this. Observe now. Okay, first it will be there behind the pancreas, then it will come to the even front of the uncinate process. Okay, front of the uncinate process. Look now in this picture, you are able to notice. Observe here two vessels are running there. One is artery, one is vein. Superior mesenteric vessels. It runs on the third part of the duodenum. Same thing. Look that behind this vessel, small portion of the pancreas is there. That is a process which you are not seeing. Rest it is going behind the pancreas. Anyhow, so uncinate process here, where the my arrow is running now. So it is anterior surface related to the superior mesenteric vessels. Okay. Whereas posterior relation, observe this first picture here. So this is your superior mesenteric anterior relation. And second picture is see, it lies on the abdominal aorta. That will be the posterior relation. So abdominal aorta will be running here. So that will be the posterior. So anterior relation and the posterior relation. Please don't draw anything over there. Somebody is drawing that. Okay. Anyhow, so that will be the your the uncinate process which we have spoken now. Okay. Yeah, anterior relation and the posterior. Move on to the next one, that is neck. It's a small portion connection between the head and the neck. Okay, head and the neck, the small portion which you have drawn over here. Okay, see that here, observe the your picture again on the screen. Okay, the first picture you see that. Okay, here, not the Chorasa diagram, other one. Okay, anterior surface of the neck, here the duodenum is there, but continuation, see that stomach we have cut, portion is left out here and here also. Look this, the pyloric end of the stomach lies on that neck. So that means neck related anteriorly by the pyloric end of the stomach. Okay, that is the picture in Chaurasya. Over here, look there, the pylorus, it lies on that. See the my arrow, not the red spot, it's not moving. Yeah, see that. So this will be the your pylorus, its anterior surface. Whereas second picture, you see that Chaurasya diagram again, there is a posterior relation. See the your third picture here. What we have done here, we removed the neck of the pancreas and the portion of the body also, so that posterior relation visible. The same artery, observe here, superior mesenteric vessels was running. In that, vein is there towards the neck side. Observe that. Vein will be traveling, not the artery. Artery will come to the body. So vein will be traveling behind this. So this is the vein. So which vein? That is your superior mesenteric vein. Plus, which will be joins with the other vein here running from there. That means spleen from there. So that's called splenic vein. Both the vein combine to form portal vein. That means posterior surface of the neck related to portal vein, superior mesenteric vein, and the ever splenic vein. Three veins are related. Same thing in the Chaurasya diagram. You notice that. Okay, so that will be the ever the anterior relation and the posterior relation. Okay, posterior relation already I told you, where it's a portal vein origin and the termination of the superior mesenteric and the splenic vein. Okay, so that completes the head and the neck. Move on quickly to the your body. That is the much. Yeah, this is the one more picture to show that exactly the portal vein, superior mesenteric, and the splenic vein, how exactly it is there behind the pancreas. This is your the three dimension, that means the transparent pancreas you can able to know, so that posterior relation easily can be identified there. Over. Move on to the body of that. Okay, yes, Yeah, body. Observe the body. This is the body. From ear to here, it is a body. Okay. Body has got three surfaces and the three borders. Okay. Look now. Three surfaces, I will tell you how exactly. Okay. What you are right now seeing, the white color thing from there, body, what I have written here. So that one is your posterior surface. Imagine that's a posterior surface. Now I will place that. See that the green color one, which I am placing now. Can you able to see this green color one now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
So
No,
this is
sir.
the,
No, sir.
It is
No,
lifted
sir.
up.
Sir.
No, sir.
can you see now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Now you are able to see.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
You
fine.
can.
Listen here. So now this green color is a one surface. Okay. White color I will remove now. The green color is a one surface now. I will take one more now. See, this will be the even another surface. Okay. This is another surface. Red color one which you are noticing. Okay. So the both are, I will fix it both now. See that it will be approximately, it will be there. I will fix it and I will keep it now. Don't worry. Yeah. Now you see that these are the two surfaces which you are noticing that. Okay. Green color is a one surface and red color is another surface. And you are able to notice that they will be having a white color which I have removed that here. Observe now. So three surfaces which you are noticing that. Okay. So one is the green color is an anterior surface. Red color is an inferior surface. Okay. Anterior surface is a green one and red one is a your inferior surface, and you keep it back this, so this will be the your posterior surface. So three surfaces which you are able to notice. This is how body is there. Head is not like that, body will be like this. Okay, so three surfaces are there. Okay, so now you see the border here. There is one border here between the red and the green. That border is called as anterior border. Okay, and where the here green and the white here top, that is a superior border. Okay, and here we got an inferior border, three borders. Okay, and now you see I will cut it transversely like this. If you see from this side, you see that in the cross section it looking the triangular in nature. Okay, triangular in nature. This will be triangular in nature. Okay, get the proper orientation. Now you see this diagram now. I will give you orientation in this diagram itself now. Okay, observe here. See that where that blue lines are there, that is your anterior border. Okay, the blue lines are the anterior border. Okay, then we will be having a surfaces there. Okay, surface over there, just a minute. Yeah, so surface, the above this blue line, that is your anterior surface. This will be the inferior surface. Okay, posterior which you are not seeing that. Superior border and the inferior border. Move to this picture. Observe that this white line you are able to notice some cut part of the white line. See, this is the your colon. That is your transverse mesocolon. Okay, that was attached here. Partially we have cut, partially we kept it there. Look now. Okay, so that white line is an anterior border. Okay, and which you are not seeing, very small portion you are seeing where this duodenum and jejunum is bending. That means duodenojejunal flexure is lodging there. That is inferior surface, and some portion we removed here. I will tell you that later. Okay, this is your inferior surface. Move on to the relation quickly. Okay, so what are the relations over there? Observe that anterior surface. Anterior surface. What are the relation? Okay, I will show you the next picture. Then you can body, three borders, three surfaces. Okay, upper border, lower border, anterior surface, and inferior surface, and the posterior surface. So three surfaces. Go one by one. Anterior surface. See this green color one, what you are noticing, that's the body of the pancreas, only anterior surface. See, we retracted the stomach there. Okay, we pulled out the stomach so that we are exposed to the lesser sac and the rest of the organ. So when you keep it back, the stomach will be lies on that. That means the anterior surface related to lesser sac and posterior surface of the stomach. These are the two things in the anterior relation. Okay, here we removed that the all the structure, so here we kept it that. So that is the relations, lesser sac and the stomach. These are the two. Posterior surface of stomach, you can add it. Move on to the posterior surface. Okay, posterior surface. Be careful there. Posterior surface. Look this picture now. Okay, look this picture. This is your posterior surface where, see that, forget the uncinate process, neck will be here. Okay, vein, inferior mesenteric vein was there here, we removed that. After the inferior mesenteric vein, from ear to the ear. Okay, so if you want, I will draw that where exactly it is there. Look at that, this is your body, where I am shading that, this is the body. Okay, this portion, it lies on what are the structures, you see that. Okay, it lies on what are the structures over there. Okay, see that. Of course, no doubt abdominal aorta will come there behind, and from there one artery was coming, I told you it was there behind, later it come in front of the uncinate process, that is superior mesenteric artery. No doubt there will be having a vessels to the kidney there, that is called left renal vessels. One more vein, see that, from the spleen here, from the spleen it is running, that is a splenic vein. So that means posteriorly body related to the abdominal aorta, superior mesenteric artery, left renal vessel, splenic vein, plus go forward here. Here we are going to get a one structure called as kidney. Which kidney? Left kidney. And here we got a left suprarenal gland portion. So it lies on that. Plus, observe here, there it's not colored. I will color now. So yeah, look at now, which is there here, the brown color, that is a your crust. Already we have spoken here, one more crust was there in the body, there is a right crust. No doubt here this will be the left crust. So posterior relations of all these are all the posterior surface relation. Look now, this is the stretches. Can you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
I thought it was disconnected. Anyhow, yeah, look at now. So that is the your posterior surface relations. Quickly you see that. So these are all the relations which you have. Yeah. So this is your abdominal aorta and the origin of the superior mesenteric artery, left crest of the diaphragm, left kidney, left suprarenal gland, left renal vessels, as well as splenic vein, and you'll be having a inferior mesenteric left to you. It may not be always. Okay, so that will be the relations of that. Inferior surface relation. Observe this picture here. Inferior surface. Observe here. See that this is the duodenal flexure, duodenojejunal flexure that lies on that, and here we removed part was small intestine. Okay, small intestine was there, so that was removed over there, so that also will be related there, that means jejunum. And here you see that there is a bend again, this is a transverse colon, this is your descending colon. That bend is called colic flexure. Left colic flexure is also called splenic flexure. Okay, observe this Chaurasia diagram, what they did, the cut portion of this they drawn here, the cut portion of this they drawn over there, including with this, and jejunal the cut section they drawn. So all these three are related in the inferior surface. Okay, border, move on to the borders now. The what are the relations in the borders there? So the upper border, if you see that, okay, observe this picture again. Upper border is this. Okay, exactly on this elevation, observe this elevation where the body start, just after the starting, so there is elevation. That elevation, look this picture, so this elevation is called as tuber omente. So it's called tuber omente. Top of that we got a one artery, that is a celiac trunk. Look this picture also, this is a celiac trunk. Trace it this side, splenic artery is there. That means superior border related to splenic artery, celiac trunk, and small portion of common hepatic. This is your common hepatic. That is a superior border relation. Anterior border, observe this, that is transverse mesocolon is attaching here. See this? This is a transverse mesocolon. Portion is cut, that is attaching. Plus, maybe greater omentum you have studied already. That greater omentum also posterior part, it is attached to pancreas. That is, these are the two things. Please go back and read, get the orientation. So that is a anterior border. It gives attachment to greater omentum and transverse mesocolon. Okay, so that is a picture to show that. Tail, quickly look that. No doubt it is lies on the your spleen. That means spleen already you studied. It there is one visceral relation there. Tail of the pancreas, that means pancreatic impression. So tail of the pancreas lodges on the your spleen, and one ligament is attached. That ligament is called as splenorenal or lenorenal ligament. That ligament, spleen to the kidney, we call lenorenal ligament. Okay, which contains the vessels called splenic vessels. Anyhow, that is the short portion. That is the tail of the pancreas. Okay, so I will move on. I don't want to waste. Yeah, look this picture. I think you have patched the interior of the duodenum. Observe carefully. This is a posterior wall. What you are noticing? Major duodenal papilla and minor duodenal papilla in the second picture. Very clearly you can see that. Okay, so pancreatic duct, main pancreatic duct, and the your hepatic duct together. That ampulla, hepatopancreatic ampulla, opens that. Anyhow, today's topic is a pancreas. So you got a two ducts over there. One is main pancreatic duct, another one is accessory pancreatic duct. This will receive the number of small ducts from throughout the body. Look that the main pancreas, take the main pancreatic duct, start from tail of the pancreas, runs towards the right side, and later at the in the head of the pancreas runs downward. Later you see that it joins with the water, the hepatic, bile duct, to form a ampulla called as hepatopancreatic ampulla, which have a sphincter. I think you studied already class over, that's called OD, sphincter of OD. So that will open into the major duodenal papilla. Is this approximately 8 to 10 centimeter from the your pyloric end of the stomach. Pyloric end of the stomach, from there to here, 8 to 10 centimeter. And look that it is open in the posterior wall, not exactly in the center, towards the medial. Posterior-medial wall. There it is, opens there. That's a major duodenal, major pancreatic duct. Minor pancreatic duct, or you can call it as accessory duct. So that will opens over here. It's a small one. It is only in the upper part of the head of the pancreas. It comes from the lower part. It goes there and it opens into the just 2 centimeter above the your first one. That is a major one. That's called minor duodenal papilla. Around 6 to 8 centimeter from the pyloric end. Okay, please go back and read that. I don't have a time. In between it cuts, rest of the portion you have to read it. Okay, this is the main pancreatic duct. Add some more points there, which I have given the orientation. Move on to the blood supply quickly. Yeah, blood supply of the pancreas, since it is developed from the two, foregut and midgut, should be supplied by both superior mesenteric and inferior. Mainly already you know two artery. Pancreas should be supplied by superior pancreaticoduodenal and inferior pancreaticoduodenal. So apart from this superior and the inferior pancreaticoduodenal, you'll bang one more artery, that's a splenic artery. Look that it is running here. Choroid diagram, practice that. So here it also supplies that. And see that splenic artery, while supplying to the pancreas, one of this artery which is supplying to pancreas, it's a bigger artery. That bigger artery is called as magna, arteria pancreatica magna. So that is the one more artery which is supplies. Yes, any doubt? Yeah, so that is the three artery which is supplying that. Splenic artery, superior and inferior pancreaticoduodenal artery, and name that arteria pancreatica magna. Venous drainage, three major veins, that is splenic vein, and you will be having a superior mesenteric and the portal vein. Three veins are draining into that. Okay, so splenic artery, already I told you that. Draw the diagram. And splenic artery is a branch of celiac trunk. Superior pancreaticoduodenal is a branch of gastroduodenal, whereas inferior pancreaticoduodenal is a branch of superior mesenteric. So that is the your branches. Vein already I told you 3 veins same like duodenum. Move on to the nerve supply there. In the nerve supply, 2 are there, parasympathetic and sympathetic. Parasympathetic always secretes, whereas sympathetic, what happens? It is vasomotor. Okay, sympathetic derived from the, see that the T5, it's closed over there. Okay, I close this. Yeah, see that T5 to the T12, up to the T12, all those segments will be the sympathetic, whereas the parasympathetic via vagus. Already you know that all the organs via the vagus through the plexus, celiac plexus, and the superior mesenteric artery around that plexus. These are the nerve supply. Okay, lymphatic drainage, the two major one, that is a pancreaticum, splenic lymph node, celiac, and the superior mesenteric group of lymph nodes. Okay, clinical, there are 5 things you need to know. The pancreatitis, that already we know, it is the inflammation of the pancreas. Diabetes, you have already studied in the physiology. Okay, here what I want to mention is, suppose the patient will come to you into the clinic. You are removing the your spleen, because spleen is, I got a infection. We removed this spleen. While removing this spleen, you have done some small mistake. After some days, the person will come back to you with the complaints of the diabetes mellitus. Why? Because tail of the pancreas, it lodges on the your spleen there, impression. While removing the spleen, you might have removed that tail. You know, tail will have a islets of Langerhans are more in the tail. Okay, so that you need to take it. That is the one important thing you need to be. Annular pancreas, I will show you the picture. Then the carcinoma, and you will be having acute pancreatitis. So look this picture. Annular means it is around. See that around the second part of the duodenum, the growth is there. Okay,